So domestic seasons around Europe and of course across the world are either done or just about done, and the focus is slowly but surely switching to the international scene. Today we're going to take a look at the Copa America home jerseys that will be on display this summer's tournament and rank them from hit to shit. Back once again with another video. Today we're taking a look at the old home jerseys for the Copa America out in Colombia and Argentina, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, where the heck have you been, boys? Smash your subscribe button to get you bang up to date with all things Copa America, world football. We're going to do here under one roof. Of course, we're going to be taking a sneak peek, well, not sneak peek, but of course a big look at the Copa America this summer. Of course, we'll do predictions, previews, reviews, all that kind of stuff right here on the channel. So if you are new and did not know that, make sure you bang the subscribe. And of course, today we're going to take a look at the jerseys, the home ones that will be on display for this summer's tournament. Of course, it was tipped to have, I think, 12 teams involved in the Copa America, but of course that's been reduced now to 10 with the likes of Qatar and Australia no longer in the mix. So today we're going to take a look at 10 jerseys. It could be a short and sweet video, but let's break it down and show you what I'm talking about. We're going to go into the tier list here and rank them from elite all the way down to crap. Now, the way I play this is we don't put them in elite straight off the bat. If they are what I consider to be of the better standard, they'll be in great, and hopefully we'll have 3 or 4 teams in this great column, and then of course a few scattered down here. And then at the end of it, we'll take whatever's in here in the great sort of column, and we'll put 2 or maybe 1 even to be crowned as the best of the Copa America tournament. So let's kick it off then with shirt number 1. I believe this is Bolivia, so let's get into it and have a little look at it. Here it comes in all its glory, and you'll realise suddenly that a lot of teams are made by this Marathon brand, which we're not familiar with over in Europe. But this is it. This is, of course, Bolivia, of course, on the spotlight once again. They were in the World Cup once, way back when. Marco Echeverri, wasn't he a big time Bolivian player? That's the best of my knowledge for any Bolivian players these days. I know he doesn't play anymore. That was a long time ago. That was back in the 90s. But that's the best knowledge I can remember of a Bolivian player. But of course, I'll be looking forward to seeing them in action this summer, as I will with the other teams. It's not a great looking shirt, if I'm completely honest with you. You will see a bit of a divide between the less successful nations than the ones that are, of course, struggling to compete. But I don't really like this one. It's not. It probably is one of the worst I think we're going to see today. So already, unfortunately, Bolivia are going to struggle. I'm going to stick it down the crap column. Why is it crap? I think it's the stripes, really, the little mesh down the side. Again, for me, it's purely taste. It is purely taste. You could think this is if you love green and you love V stripes down the middle of your chest or belly, you think that's the best thing since sliced bread. But for me, I think it's a bit ugly, and I'm not finding anything glorious about it. No disrespect to Bolivia. I hope they do very, very well in this summer's tournament, at least make it to the knockout stages, but I think it's going to be a struggle either way. You look at it. Next up we have Hungary. Not Hungary, they're not even in South Africa. We have Uruguay. Of course, there we go. Look at that slick Rick right there. Puma as well. Is well represented by this mock-up here of the shirt. I want to say confusion.com out there when I was trying to find these shirts. There's a lot of places selling concept shirts of these nations, and I nearly picked up a couple of them, thinking that they were the legitimate thing. So it's becoming quite a little bit hard to determine what is the actual real shirt and what is the fake shirt. So I do believe I have all the real shirts here that'll be on display. And here is Uruguay, of course, represented by, of course, the successes on their badge there, looking very, very good. Of course, they've got everything right. It is Uruguay, isn't it? It is what you would expect to see them from their home jersey. Anyway, stick with one tone blue. With a bit of white flashes all over the place. It's a good shirt. There's nothing wrong with this. I'm going to put it in the great column. I think it is of that sort of ilk, and I think we're going to be seeing a couple of those shirts up there. Next up we have Chile. That's right, with big bad boy Brereton on the back. I'm trying to get myself a hold of a Chile shirt, but they're too bloody expensive. Anyway, so here is Chile, their home jersey, I believe. They've gone with, of course, the red for the main bit, a bit of white wings there. I don't like that sort of look myself. That's going to have a little bit of a knock on its ranking here. The collar looks great. It's a nice swoosh as well. But yeah, just the wings on the arm that lets it down. So unfortunately, I'm not going to put it alongside Uruguay. I'm going to put it alongside the good. I think it's a good looking shirt. I just think it needs to remove those arms. Either make them all white or all red. It's like half and half. It looks kind of cheap. If you would have cut it off down here, then you would have been on to a winner. Next up we have Paraguay. Got a soft spot for Paraguay, don't we all, Rovers? And they've got this one pretty good as well. Good looking shirt. However, I was about to say good looking shirt, but I just realised this shit down the bottom here, the lower half of the shirt, cheapens it with this weird looking feather effect or whatever, leaf effect or whatever it is. There may be some logic behind it. I don't know. But if it was to be, if this shirt was to look like this, I would do a bit of a crop here and remove just that, and then of course it wouldn't. This appearance would match all the way through. Then we're talking great. We are talking great. But of course that feathered look there, whatever it is, makes it look a little bit shit, and it takes off the value for me for this one, which I will be rooting for Paraguay. I'll be rooting for Chile as well, but unfortunately their shirt is not of a great standard. It's a good looking shirt. Again, it'll sit alongside Chile, because there is one major issue with it, and that's that lower half in my eyes. Next up we have Peru. Here we go, again made by Marathon. Again, they were part of the last World Cup, of course. Did okay for themselves as well, not too bad either. Again, it's an okay shirt, it's not brilliant. I'll probably put it in okay. I'm going to give you that ranking right here now. What this needs to happen with this one is this whatever you call it, stripe should go all the way around. Just go around the shoulder and then maybe cut off at the top here at the stitch. It just looks abrupt stop. It just looks a little bit stupid in my eyes, and that's just me. Or maybe go, completely all this half be red or something like that. Go a little bit more brave in this. I know it might take a little bit of extra stitching or whatever, but I think you're kind of cheapening the look of this. I think it needs to go all the way around the stripe, and this sudden abruptness just looks a little bit daft. It looks like, where's that come from? Where the heck's that come from? If it goes all the way around, then it looks much more clean. Again, besides all that, it looks like a nice looking shirt. I'm going to put this in all on its own, down in okay, and we'll see how far we fare. Now, we're actually around about the halfway stage already, so already we have one decent looking shirt, one really pants shirt, and then of course the rest of the competing bunches. Next up we have these bad boys. Now, I believe this is Ecuador. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I think this is actually pretty good. It looks very, very good. It's made by Marathon, so we've got we have a contender right here, right now, and if I was to buy one right here, right now on their appearance, I would go with this one. I think this does look good. Again, the badge looks weird. I think it's a new badge, or recently new badge anyway, for Ecuador. Of course, traditional yellow colours. Of course, that's a familiar colour over in South America, with Brazil and Colombia also donning those in their home jerseys. So there's a likelihood that we will see Ecuador's away jersey as well. But yeah, it's not bad. I think they've got the sleeves right. As you can see, it's all blue with a little bit of trim on the top here and a little bit of red and blue as well. All the colours of the flag, all represented in the collar. Nicely done. Nicely done. I like it. I like it a lot. You're going to join Uruguay in the great column as being one of the main contenders. Next up, we have Brazil. Of course, what we want from Brazil is to stick with yellow. Of course, yellow and green. That's retro. It's of course what I'm familiarised with Brazil, and I think this is beautiful. I really do like it. Again, represented by the stars up here, the successes of their 5 World Cups, I believe. Yeah, decent looking kit. Of course, the fabric, the pattern in the background is a little bit weird looking, but that's only a minor misnomer. The collar looks great. A little bit of a gradient on that and like swoosh. This is a crisp looking shirt. I think Brazil have done their homework on this. They've not gone crazy, they've not gone experimental. They've stuck with the tradition, which is yellow and of course green flare, and the badge sticks out in very, very good. I wouldn't mind seeing the badge in maybe an all one colour, maybe all green or all blue, but that's just being picky. Next up, let's go with not yellow, let's go with red, and we're going to go with Venezuela. I believe this is Venezuela into the final couple here. Yeah, it looks like a golf shirt, doesn't it? Or it looks like an employee shirt, like a tech guru or a tech geek genius or whatever they call them at like Best Buy or whatever, some smart tech shop. It looks a little bit boring, looks a bit bland. Sometimes these button-up shirts get it spot on, sometimes they're a little bit off the mark, and to be fair, I think this one looks a little bit off the mark. It does look a little bit weird. Again, weird brand Jovova, but hey, you can get what you get these days, especially out in South America. So for me, I think this is pretty poor from Ecuador, but that's not even Ecuador. It's pretty poor from Venezuela. So yeah, you're going to slide in alongside Bolivia down here in the crap pile. I can't really big you up any more than that. Into the final two. Let's go with the hosts. Of course, these are the two hosts. Let's go with Argentina. Again, they've gone a little bit. They've gone stuck with the tradition, but of course, made it a little bit. They've got a little bit brave on this one. Let's have a closer look at it. Of course, Adidas. I do like Adidas. Out of all the brands, that's probably my favourite. But sometimes they get it wrong. I think they've got this one pretty good. It's nice. They've stuck with their blue and white stripes. I like that. The badges there, of course, represented by their 2 World Cup wins as well. It's got a bit of a camo sort of background here, which is a little bit shitty. It's not gonna compete for the big boys, I think, because of that. I like a more prominent blue in Argentina. I like it to stand out. This one's a bit too faded, a bit too wishy-washy. So for me, that's where it's gonna lose its quality. So I'm going to stick it alongside. We've got Chile and Paraguay in the good column. It's an okay shirt, but not bad. It's just that stripage kind of cheapens it. And then finally, because the other joint hosted is Colombia, of course. That's right. Another yellow shirt. Is another yellow shirt going to go up there? I can't really fault it either. They've got the lovely collar. The collar looks good. They've got Adidas and the badges in the right spots. They've got the nice little retro looking trim at the top here, and the cuff has, of course, the flag embedded in it. It's quite a good looking shirt. So I am already going to put that alongside Brazil as a really good shirt, and in the lines for potential winner. So what we're going to do here now, of course, we have 4 in the great, we have 3 in the good, 1 okay, and 2 crap. We're going to move 2 to be elite standard, and I'm already going to put the Brazilian one up there. I think that is pretty dang good. I was hoping they would be shit. I'm not going to be cheering on Brazil, but I'll tell you that now. I'm going to be cheering on Chile, I'm going to be cheering on Paraguay, and I'll be cheering on Argentina, to be fair, because I'd like to see Messi win a gong as a player. So I will be cheering those guys on, but Brazil, they will get they'll get my I'll be the pantomime villain, booing them all the way. But I want them to stick around in the tournament as long as I can. But they'll look good doing it. They'll look good failing in my eyes. So Brazil look good up there. But who's going to join them in here? I am probably might even go double yellow on this one. It's quietly strong favoured. Going to go in double yellow. I'm going to go with the Colombian one. I do like the Colombian one. Again, I think it just ousts the Ecuador one. So we go in double yellow. Dear goodness gracious me. Yeah, I think those players will look absolutely tremendous in those jerseys. And I look forward to seeing them in action, of course, in their home gear as well. So that's it. Of course, short and sweet, just the 10. There's just the 10 shirts to look at today. Tomorrow we'll take a look at the away jerseys for the, of course, Copa America. I look forward to that. And of course, maybe we'll see some other teams at the top of the table. But right here and now, what do you think about those jerseys? We'll be covering the tournament itself right here on the channel. So it should be a non-stop shop this summer. We got Euros, we got Copa America, we got the Gold Cup a little bit later on in the summer, and also later on than that, we have the Olympics as well to keep an eye on as well. But that's it, my friends. Be sure to give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash the subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the old comment section down below, and also on the Discord as well. Make sure you check that out. Also, become a patron if you feel that you could help the channel go in another way. That's the best place to do it. Until then, I'll see you soon for some more shirts tomorrow.